We've got a car out of control, spinning, crashing into the infield off turn number 2. There's a second car in trouble on the outside wall. I'm not so sure if that's Brett Bodine's car on the bottom of the racetrack. Second car is rescued. That's number 75, Neil Bonnet's car.
Who is in second place in the Western Cup point standings going into this race.
Still looking for his first win this season, but just finishing so well time after time. And now serious trouble for Neil Bonnet, a big favorite here. The man of steel himself from Bessemer, Alabama, crashing in turn number 2. Caution is out for the second time today. This happening in the 32nd lap of the Talladega 500 as we watch it live.
And they were about ready for pit stops within the next 4 or 5 laps.
That is Brett Bodine's car number 1 that has had trouble here, the Haas Ellington car. His elder brother Jeff in car number 5.
Brett, of course, is a rookie on the circuit this year.
Tragedy struck right there yesterday. The driver in the ARCA race was killed at that very place. We'll get into that story in a moment as we wait here on car number 75 and 1, which have crashed in turn number 2. Still no signs inside of the Bonnet car or in the Brett Bodine car number 1. The rest of the field goes on to pit road, and here's Chris Economaki in Dale Earnhardt's pit.
Pouring the drinks that was giving him down his driver's suit. He's taken his gloves off. He complained on the radio to his car owner that his hands were burning up. Now he's putting his gloves back on as the car undergoes routine servicing. Richard Childress said his hands and feet were burning up. He threw out his right-hand glove on the ground here. So Dale Earnhardt is suffering the consequences of this very hot day. Back to you, Ken.
They were piping, trying to get air into the Jimmy Means car, and as it came in, it would come straight across onto the steering wheel, and it blistered his fingers in 12 laps with a glove on. That's how hot it is in the Jimmy Means car number 52 today. As car number 17 came out, Waltrip, he came out very slowly and maybe showing a bit of smoke as he came off pit road. Meanwhile, they continue to work on cars number 75, which has slapped the outside wall, and car number 1, Brett Bodine, in the back straightaway out of turn number 2. We are under caution for the second time today. First major incident of the day. Here is Mike Joy in Neil Bonnet's pit.
I'm with Bob Rahilly, the engine builder and co-owner of the car. Have you talked to Neil? Has he said what happened?
Yeah, he's all right. He said Brett Bodine lost his car coming off of turn 2, and there was nothing Neil could do, go in the wall to avoid him.
So they'll tow that car back on the hook. It is Brett Bodine's first appearance at Talladega, though he's run well on the other super speedways this season.
Well, there's the report on Bonnet's car. You can see him going in, the ambulance pulling away for the mandatory check here to make sure that he is all right after this crash in turn number 2.
So it's good news that he had talked to his crew and that he was okay, and now there's Brett Bodine's car as the safety crews attend to him.
Now, we've had a report that car number 17, Darrell Waltrip's car, the extinguisher system went off. We thought it was smoke, that the extinguisher system went off inside the car, and that reminds me of one of the great stories in racing about Mr. Jarrett's experience.
You know, Ken, when I decided to retire from racing, the folks at the North Carolina Motor Speedway did it up right with a big day and all of that, and I said that one of the reasons that I was retiring, that I was the current champion at that time, and people have a tendency to remember you for the last thing that you did, and I wanted them to remember me as the Grand National Champion of NASCAR. Well, lo and behold, I accidentally set the fire extinguisher off that day, so people do have a tendency to remember you for the last thing you did. That's the thing they remember.